here's what happened. I was really excited because I was moving, and I was really excited to move because I did not like where I lived, and I was so excited to move. And so I told somebody that I was moving, and I only told that one person, and I really trusted them. And because I wasn't supposed to tell anybody that I was moving yet, because it was like a little early in the new year. And so I was like, "Oh, I'm moving. Hope you like it's gonna be yeah. I'm not gonna be here next year." And I was like, "But you cannot tell anybody. You cannot tell anybody." And little did I know that that would be a huge mistake because they ended up telling somebody. And they told somebody who has a big mouth. And then that person told somebody else, who told somebody else, who told somebody else, who told somebody else. And then every single person knew that I was moving and nobody was supposed to know. And everybody in my family was so mad at me because everybody knew, and I only told that one person, but they told everybody. They had a big mouth. So, moral of the story, if you're not supposed to tell anybody yet, like, don't tell anybody. Because now nobody will tell me anything because they all think I have a big mouth and will tell everybody. So, don't tell them. Yeah, that was a random story. That wasn't even a good story. I'm sorry. Let me know what stories you want to hear because I want to try to give you good stories, as much tea as possible. In India, first kiss, there is this narrow-minded culture that I hate. People don't kiss before like 25. Oh, really? And the girls are like grown up the way I am. Okay, what the? Oh, that's crazy. Although here's the thing, like that is a long time to wait, but I do think it's nice to wait for your first kiss and have like a good first kiss. You know what I mean? Because they're all sure going to be like me and be like, oh, my first kiss was the worst thing ever. It was terrible. Can you tell the story of when you fainted at school on your crush? Oh, my embarrassing story? You want to hear that one? Haven't I already told that one? Okay, let's do that one. Are you ready? This is the most embarrassing thing that's probably ever happened to me at school. So, it was a Friday. I was very excited because I had a vocabulary test, had tennis in the day. It was like every other day. I felt fine. I did the same thing that I did every single day. And I was sitting in class, just learning. And then suddenly, I just started feeling like really sick and really fuzzy, and I never felt this feeling before. I don't even know what was happening. I didn't do anything. But before I knew it, I was waking up and I saw like my huge crush, and this was somebody who I had a huge crush on, like huge. And they were like, and I was looking at them and they were just looking at me like, and I was like, what happened? And just everybody was staring at me. And I was like, why is everybody staring at me right now? What just happened? And then my crush was like, her lips are white. And I was like, my lips are white? And I was like, what happened? What happened? And I fainted a lot of times. I can tell you every time I fainted if I want. It's happened a lot. But I was like, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? And then the teacher was like, you fainted. And I was like, I didn't faint. I probably fell asleep because we were watching a movie in class. And I was like, I'm probably just bored. Like I probably just got bored. I didn't faint. And then they like made every single person get out of the classroom. The nurse came in. I had to lay on the floor. They put my legs up. I had to leave the school for the rest of the day. And I was like, I feel fine. I feel great. I feel awesome. But they were like, no. And I was like, I don't know why I fainted. Still to this day, I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. But what happened was my crush was next to me. This is the really embarrassing part that I forgot to tell you about. So my crush was right here because we sat next to each other. Right here. This is his body. I fainted like this. So I fainted on him. Like literally, I fainted on him. And so I woke up to just my crush. And I was like, hey, how you doing? What just happened? So that was crazy. Yeah, it was really embarrassing. All the times I fainted have been embarrassing. And then I fainted a couple times when I've given blood, which has been really embarrassing because I don't know why I've fainted when I give blood. And it's like every time I faint, I get so frustrated because I don't know why it happens. It's weird. That's kind of cute. It's not that cute. It's not that. I don't think he found it cute. I think he was like really freaked out. Like he seemed freaked out. Because what he said, her lips are white. Like he was disgusted. He thought it was disgusting. Which I get. Like honestly, like I props to him for handling it because I don't know if I would have handled it that well. If like somebody fainted on me, like I would feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So props to him. Like I feel so bad when I faint when I'm around people because I know it's scary and like they don't know what to do. And like whenever I wake up, I'm like, it's cool. Like do whatever you want. I fainted a couple times. Actually, one time, interesting story. One time I was recording a song in a recording session and I fainted. That happened. Yeah. And I got a scar, which is amazing because there was so much blood and it was so gross. Me trying to watch the live to develop my English language. Awesome. We can't understand anything. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think he was scared more than disgusted. I think he was disgusted though. I think. And then I was like, yeah, I don't think this relationship's going to go anywhere. I think this relationship is over that I wanted to happen. OMG, I would have died. I know, Annie Tumbles. It's embarrassing. See, like, people ask why I'm so, like, don't care and just, like, will do everything I want. I feel like I've lived through so many embarrassing moments that at this point I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, once you've fainted on your crush, once you just faint all the time and, like, faint, and people are like, you become pretty like, I don't really care what happens. So it's actually good. That is so embarrassing. I know, it is embarrassing. If you talk about when you met your first crush, well, I remember when I met my first crush. My first crush was in preschool. He was really cute. I was like 2, literally. I started really early. I don't know why, but like my love life decided to peak when I was like 3 or 4, and then it just became non-existent for the rest of my life and is still probably forever will be. But at 3, I had like 10 boyfriends. It was crazy. I remember there was this guy. And I had this really weird thing where I was little where I would only have a crush. And it's funny, you're going to see this soon because I'm planning a new song and just I can't give a lot away, but it's going to be fun. By the way, huge announcement tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But basically, he was really cute. His name started with a J because I only liked guys if their name started with J, which is like so weird, but I was like stupid. I was 3. And he was really nice. And he gave me a dress for my birthday. And I still have that dress when I was 2. So that's a good one. You always know it's a good guy if they give you a dress, right? So that is so random. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'll admit it. I have a crush. You have a crush? That's amazing. Who's your crush? You don't have to tell me about your crush. I don't want to overexert myself. My crush would have reacted the same, I would say, or maybe he would help IDK LOL. Well, it's so hard when someone faints on you, you know? It's like, what are you supposed to do? You had white lips. No one in their right minds would not be scared. I can't believe I have white lips. Isn't that scary? Well, because here's the thing when it comes to fainting. It's kind of, I know this sounds really morbid and really weird, but in some ways it's kind of the closest that you can get to death, if you really think about it. So, oh, and also a really weird thing that happened to me one time when I fainted. Basically, I was giving blood and I fainted. And the nurse, I guess she just started slapping me, like to get me awake because I wasn't waking up. And she just kept slapping me and slapping me and slapping me. But I do not remember her slapping me at all. And I woke up and my face was so sore. And I remember the next day, like going over to the person who was with me and being like, my face is like, I feel fine, but my face is so sore. She's like, yeah, because the nurse kept slapping you. And I was like, what? The nurse slapped me? She was slapping me in the face? Who knew? Weird things happen when you're unconscious, you know. You had 10 boyfriends at 3. I'm 15 and I still don't have a single girlfriend. Don't worry, it fades. I even had a crush on my geography teacher. Oh my gosh, I've had a really bad teacher crush one time. It was so bad. It was so bad that basically what happened was I had a really big crush on. I didn't even know that I had a crush on this teacher. I kind of knew I had a crush on this teacher, but then I had a dream that we got married, and I was so uncomfortable about the dream that I stopped going to class because I wanted to avoid him. I was like, this was really a long time ago. Long time ago. This was like, I don't even know when. I was like maybe like 12 or 11 or 10 or something. And I was so embarrassed that I had this dream about him, which is so weird because he didn't know that I had the dream about him. But I just was like, I have to avoid him because or else he's going to know. And so then I just